So keep going.
Verse 8. And his servants bear rule, everyone in his place.
Everyone in his place. Okay? His servants bear rule, everyone in his place. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. Okay? Go ahead.
So did their sons after them many years.
Go ahead.
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
So evils, as soon as these Edomites came into power, evils were multiplied in the earth. Okay? That's why one of the reasons why the Bible Destruction Group took out the Apocrypha, because it's telling you the history of when these so-called white people came into power, man. And they wanted to hide that from the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, hoping that they weren't gonna wake up and see this truth, man. They wanted to hide it. Okay? So read it again, because
Verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
Proverbs 29 and 2. Okay, hold what you got, Doc. Okay. We're going to read Proverbs 29 and 2. The evils were multiplied in the earth. So when these so-called white people, okay, came into power, evils were multiplied in the earth. Okay? And they not white, they red. Okay? They different shades of red. And they put that term white on them in 1681. Okay? During the Bacon Rebellion. Okay? That's when they put that term white on them. In 1681 during the Bacon Rebellion. So read what you got. And there's two colors on this earth. The different shades of red and different shades of brown. Read Proverbs 29 and 2.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the Israelites get back in their rulership, the people are going to rejoice. Okay? The people are going to rejoice. Okay? It ain't say that that the righteous are the so-called white people, because it says over there in the Maccabees that evils multiplied in the earth. Okay? When they came into power. So go ahead.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Why? Because the wicked so-called white man, that's all he brings is death and destruction and rape, robbery, and murder, man. That's all he brings, man. So read that again. So read that again in the Maccabees, verse 9.
First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
Right.
So did their sons after them many years.
So did their sons after them for many years. Go ahead.
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
So evils were multiplied in the earth. Okay? So that let you know the wicked is ruling. That's why we always quote Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Because those wicked people that were ruling back then, okay, these Edomites that were ruling back then, they ruling today. And you see the evils in the earth. Okay? The wickedness that they're doing. Okay? All right, keep going.
First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 10. And there came out of them a wicked root.
And there came out of them a wicked root. And what root and what line did he come out of? The Seleucus line. Okay? One of Alexander's general descendants. Okay? One of Alexander's general descendants. Go ahead.
Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes.
So one of Alexander's generals, okay, had a wicked root, okay, and Antiochus Epiphanes' lineage go back to the Seleucid line, okay. He wasn't no Syrian, okay. People would say he's a Syrian. He wasn't no Syrian. He was just in that land. He was his biblical nationality goes back to Edom. So Antiochus Epiphanes' line goes back to Edomites, and Seleucus goes back to Edomites. Okay, so he come out the Seleucid line, and that guy is very key. Okay, that guy is very key in history on what took place and what we're finna read about that took place when it comes to the Israelites. Okay, he's very key in history. So go ahead.
Son of Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome.
Okay, all right. So jump to the 41st verse. 41, verse 41.
First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41.
Right.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom.
Wrote to his whole kingdom. Okay. Let's see what's finna go on with Antiochus Epiphanes. Let's see what's finna go on. Go ahead.
That all should be one people.
That all should be one people. Now what does that sound like? Same thing Nimrod was doing during the Tower of Babel. Okay? Same thing. So here it is. Nimrod, which was Ethiopian, okay? He was doing that. And here it is, Antiochus Epiphanes, which is an Edomite, he's doing that. Okay? Was the Heavenly Father in agreement with everybody becoming one people? No. He wasn't in agreement with that. Okay? The Heavenly Father and His Son are separatists, contrary to popular belief. Okay? They don't want everybody coming together. They're separatists. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 42. And everyone should leave his laws.
That everyone should leave his laws. Okay? So here it is. Antiochus Epiphanes is writing letters saying everybody should leave their laws. Okay? And that's including the Israelites at that time. Okay? So Antiochus Epiphanes is telling everybody should leave their laws. Okay? And that's including the Israelites. Okay? So let's see what went on during the Greek Empire and what was going on with the Israelites during the time of the Greek Empire. Go ahead.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Go ahead. YAHAWASHI. Go ahead.
Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
So it says, many of the Israelites consented to his religion, meaning what he was worshiping. Okay, what he believed in. Okay, now this is an Edomite. Okay, now you got Israelites leaving their laws and following Edomites. Okay, go ahead.
And sacrificed unto idols.
And sacrificed unto idols. So you got Israelites leaving their customs and sacrificing unto idols that them Greeks set up. Okay? So now you got Israelites leaving their heritage and becoming what? Greeks. Following them Edomites. Okay? Go ahead.
And profaned the Sabbath.
And profane the Sabbath. Go ahead.
For the king hath sent many letters by messengers.
Go ahead.
Unto Jerusalem.
Unto Jerusalem. Okay? So now you got Israelites going off becoming Greeks. Okay? So here it is. Israel was conquered by them Greeks, and Israel started leaving off their customs. Now they going way left field now. They ain't keeping the laws no more. Okay? They following the ways of the heathen. And what did Jeremiah say in Jeremiah 10th chapter? Learn not the ways of the heathen. Okay? But guess what Israel doing? They doing it. Okay? Now this is in the Old Testament now. Okay? We ain't got to the New Testament yet. This is in the Old Testament. So here it is in the Old Testament, which the Apocrypha is part of the Old Testament. Here it is in the Old Testament. Israelites is leaving their heritage, man. They're becoming Greeks now. Okay? Go ahead.
And the cities of Judah,
In the cities of Judah. Okay? Go ahead.
that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
They should follow the strange law of the land. Okay? So they falling after who? Foreigners. Edomites. They had no business doing that. But it was prophecy that it was going to happen like that. Okay? It was prophecy that it was going to happen like that. Go ahead.
Verse 45. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days.
See? So the days, the high holy days that was set up, when they started following the custom of the Greek, they became unholy, man. When they started following the strange laws of the land, the festivals, the feast days became unholy, man. So now you got Israelites becoming Greeks, man. They leaving off their customs, man. They ain't keeping the statute laws and commandments no more. They gave it up. And they listening to Antiochus Epiphanes. You see that? Okay. Go ahead.
And pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Set up altars and groves.
Set up altars and groves. To do what? Worship their idols. See? That's the same way these churches is set up on every corner today. They worshiping idols, man. On every corner, man. Okay? They set up some churches to worship idols, man. And to keep the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans in check. But yeah, they set up some churches so they can worship idols. They ain't doing nothing different. So here it is, Israelites back then is leaving their nationality, man. Okay, go ahead.
And chapels of idols.
See? You got chapels of idols everywhere, man. Sometimes you have 3 or 4 of them on one block. Go ahead.
And sacrifice swine's flesh.
Sacrifice with noodles. You see? Chitlins, pig gut, pork. Okay? Following this Manakite. You see that, man? The Pinche Hoto, following the Pinche Hoto, Manakite. See? Go ahead.
An unclean beast.
An unclean beast. So, they're no longer following the Heavenly Father's statute, laws, and commandments. They following the Edomite, man. Esau. Okay? In the promised land. Disrespecting the both sides. They're becoming Greeks. Okay? And when you read back up, they had a place of exercise. And they were doing the Roman game, the Greek games, man. Okay? They were working out naked. Okay? Wasn't circumcising their foreskin, sewing their foreskin back up on their rod, man. And they was getting the children, okay? The Greeks were getting the children, because that's what you do when you want to make a nation forget their heritage. You go after the children. So you better believe they was getting the children to practicing them Greek games. Okay? You don't go after. You go after the older folk. Okay? You oppress the older folk if you wanna change a person's heritage. But you focus on them kids, man. You focus on them kids, man. And when they grow up, generation after generation after generation, that's all they know. They become Greeks, man. And if you go to them and say, "Oh, you an Israelite," they'll say, "What?" No, I'm a Greek. You see? Same way it happened over here. If you say, "Hey, you an Israelite," they'll say, "No, I'm an African American," or "I'm a Puerto Rican," okay, or "I'm a Mexican," okay, or I'm an indigenous, you know, indigenous people. You see? Or I'm a Cuban. Same thing, man. Go ahead.
Verse 48, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised.
See? Leave their children uncircumcised. So they wasn't keeping the covenant that was made with Abraham and Isaac. Okay, and Jacob. So you got Jacob's descendants breaking the covenant, man. Falling after heathens. Go ahead.
And make their souls abominable.
See that? See that? Go ahead.
With all manner of uncleanliness.
See that? They become straight heathens, straight Greeks. They enter the Greek way of life. Okay? And all that stepping and marching that you see that these colleges do around here, Jake was doing that back then, man. In them sororities and them stepping that, they got that from, man, Jake was doing that back then, during that time, man. That's where they got it from. Jake became straight heathens, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
And profanation, to the end that they might forget the law.
That they might forget the law, man. What law? What law? What law? The law of the Bible, man. The statute, law, the commandment. So reading their history and understanding about what was going on during the Greek Empire, you understand that, okay, Israelites became Greeks. Okay? Yeah, you had Israelites forsaking the custom of the statute, law, the commandment. They becoming Greeks, man. Okay? That's what's going on with the Israelites. They becoming Greeks. Okay? They just didn't stay Israelite the whole time. No, they becoming Greeks. They leaving their custom. Okay, go ahead.
And change all the ordinances.
See? Change all the ordinances. Go ahead.
And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, let's see
what the king said if they didn't do and follow what the king said. Go ahead.
He said he should die.
So they were being threatened with their life. So the Israelites were being threatened with their life. Hey, if you don't become a Greek. So what you think they were doing? They were becoming Greeks. You think they wanted to die? They were teaching their kids the Greek way of life. That's why they were leaving their kids uncircumcised. They were teaching them, man. Go ahead.
In the in the self-same manner wrote he to his whole kingdom, and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city.
See? So give me 2 Maccabees 6 and 6.
This is 2 Maccabees chapter 6 verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feast, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
See? So you couldn't call yourself a Jew or Israelite because you'll get put to death. So what do you think they were doing? Oh, I'm Greek. I'm a Greek. See? That's what was happening during the Greek Empire when we was what was happening to our people during the Greek Empire. So go back to Daniel, the 7th chapter, and read the 6th verse again.
This is Daniel's chapter 7 verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
Read it again.
This is Daniel's chapter 7 verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard.
Like a leopard. That's Alexander. Okay? And through him, them Edomites came into power. And when them Edomites came into power, evils were multiplied in the earth. And one of those evils was what? Israelite becoming Greek. They forsook YAHAWASHI. Well, back then it was Yahawah, but today it's YAHAWASHI. So read that.
This is Daniel's chapter 7, verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
Yeah, that's Alexander and the generals, man. Okay? Lysimachus. The 4 heads were Lysimachus, Cassander, Ptolemy, and Seleucus. Okay? So that right there links up with the Apocrypha, and it gives you the history of the Greek Empire in the Apocrypha, man. Okay? In the Bible, man. So that's why they took it out and hid it. So you wouldn't know. That's the history that you need to know to understand what we about to read about in the New Testament. Okay? So, is this Simone Ekazak?